At some point today, the top Democrats on the Senate and House Judiciary Committees are going to make a formal recommendation that the U.S. Department of Justice launch an investigation into whether Kristi Noem violated the law during her two sets of testimony to those committees in the first week of March. Dick Durbin of Illinois and Jamie Raskin of Maryland are going to argue that in at least four different sets of questions and answers, Noem appeared to give false answers, including about that $220 million controversial taxpayer-funded ad campaign that prominently featured Kristi Noem. According to the inquiry that they'll send to the Department of Justice today, the Democrats say that when Noem was asked by Louisiana Republican John Kennedy if the president was aware of plans for the advertisements, that Noem responded, yes. And they'll cite a later report days after in which the president said, I never do anything about it. They're also going to question the testimony she gave, including answers to Vermont Democrat Peter Welch about the bidding process for those advertisements, in which she said there were no political appointees that were part of the process. Their recommendation will say, quote, new public reporting, however, indicates those statements may have been false. It's been reported that not only did the secretary handpick four companies for the ad campaign, but procurement records show the ad work was awarded using other than full and open competition. They're also going to drill down into the answers she gave about conditions inside federal detention facilities and how and when and if the department followed court orders. Now, these recommendations for criminal investigation are often politically charged. One party does it against the other. In fact, Jamie Raskin in 2022 was part of a committee that made a formal recommendation. The Department of Justice charged Trump for conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election, a recommendation that ultimately the Department of Justice, through a special counsel in 2023, acted on. Republicans have blasted Democrats for politicizing Noem's hearing, for making unsupported claims. But this new recommendation from the Department of Justice will nevertheless send a message today from Democrats. They think Kristi Noem, though she was promptly moved out to a new special envoy position, should still answer for the answers she gave before the committees.